Peace. This is day number question mark still. But progression is being made. This is going to be videos for 2 days in this one video. I missed doing yesterday's video because a lot of things happened, like life was just consistently happening. But I'll talk about the lesson from yesterday, and then I'll talk about the lesson from today. So, you know, one of my challenges that I'm overcoming within myself is facing temporary pleasure, overcoming temporary pleasure for sustainable happiness. You know, it's like something that would be pleasurable in the now may present themselves and it's like there, right? It's in the now, right? Then recognizing that you could use your own energy towards sustainable happiness, sustainable success, sustainable long-term success. That's actually the best word I can use right now. And I think because since we live in this world that, you know, in this place, right? YouTube, social media, all this kind of stuff. I think since we live in this world that it's like you know, there's a whole bunch of like temporary. It's like the dopamine addiction causes one to be addicted to temporary pleasures, right? So it's interesting to witness that when the individual that is honing their own energy and focusing their own energy towards what they are creating sustainably for themselves, their family, and you know what I mean? It's interesting to witness that the other side of the energy would be very confused, right? You see a clear attempting to be grasping on to one's own energy and pull that energy, right? But it's like, can you, and this is a question I consistently ask myself, can you look at something that is so pleasurable and say no to focus on something that will create sustainable long-term pleasure rather than temporary pleasure? And that leads me on to my second point for the past couple of days is I find in my life, you know, I want to say shout out to Devon the Black Airbender. But I find in my life that what we breathe into and what we focus every breath in breathing into and exhaling, we receive more of. in our own lives, right? And what I've been breathing in is for the most beautiful of possibilities to be actualized. And it's interesting to see how there's a lot of covering and protection with that prayer, you know. That prayer is a very powerful prayer. And I see that through my living life, I'm experiencing the echoes of reverberation from the intention that I am, the intention and the attention that I am into that prayer in my being as I'm living my life. And I'm seeing that life is reflecting this. And I'm also seeing that one of the biggest things as well is, do you genuinely believe that success is for you? Because you can study a whole bunch of stuff, and you can even do the work too, but it's not sustainable if you don't believe in it. Even if you don't see any results, you could hit the ground 1,000 times and see no results. You could put all your money, you could go dead broke, see no results. But if you believe sincerely that success is for you, it will happen. And I genuinely believe that it is happening for me in my life, and that in the next couple of months, well, right now my life is shifting completely. But in the next couple of months, I shall see immense results. And in the next couple of years, even greater results. In the next couple of decades, unimaginable results that my family has never even witnessed. Unfathomable. But I only believe this to be possible is because my faith in Allah. As I said, I'm a Muslim. I'm not over here trying to project my beliefs. I'm a Muslim and I love Allah. And I fear Allah. That's just how I live my life. And I find that the truth of Islam in that way is knowing that when you make a dua, there's no dua that's impossible. Making the dua from a point of belief. What did Jesus Christ, alayhi salatu wasalam, which means peace be unto him, said? He said, make a prayer and know that it's answered. Right? So when you make a prayer and know that it's answered, it is the best of prayers. You know, there's a story of this woman, right? She went to Umrah, I think for the first time in her life. I don't know, the story went something like that, but she was praying day after day after day after day after day. She was praying this one prayer. I don't remember exactly what the prayer was about, but she kept praying. And you know, she got to Umrah, which is Mecca, Hajj, right? So she got to Umrah, right? And when she got there, she saw another person that was praying the same prayer consistently for a while. They met up, and the prayer wasn't answered at that moment. We don't know what happened after this video. I'm just talking about in the video. The prayer wasn't answered in that moment, but the confirmation, yo, you're like in the alignment of it. If you really sincerely believe and you're doing the actions and doing the best that you can, you're already in the energy. You're in the proper environment for him to bless you, right? So, and not even to say that he needs a proper environment to bless us. Like there's no way for us to even fathom the ways that he can bless us and is blessing us at all times. There's no way that we can enumerate that. No way at all possible. But I connect that to this hadith from Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam says that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala gives immense barakah. There's immense barakah, which means immense blessings upon one who makes it a prayer, dua. We call it dua. One that makes a dua or supplication. There's multiple different words to use it, but one that makes a supplication and keeps making the supplication even if they don't see it in their lives. And the thing about it is that maybe you don't see that prayer being answered, but maybe there's a prayer that you haven't prayed that is being answered that's better for you than the prayer that you're praying. Like there's a story that, it's not an Islamic story by the way, but there's a story of this guy that prayed for his ex back, right? He was like, yo, I want my ex back, I want my ex back, I want my ex back. And then he meets a new woman, falls in love, deeper love, woman that respects her and all this, respects him and all this. And it's like he got what he deserved, which was better than what he thought that he wanted, because he thought that he wanted that, and he thought that that's what was the best. But again, that's why I turn to the prayer that I share, which is praying for the actualization of the most beautiful of possibilities. And I'm just noticing that upon my actual life, how this prayer is really working in my actual life. Yeah, I do a lot about. I mean, I'm still learning how to be like with the camera and all that stuff, but I don't know. I talk to myself like all the time. Like literally, I just like talk to myself all the time. I really don't even talk to that many people nowadays. Not this. I'm not like antisocial or anything like that. Like I'm not antisocial at all. It's just I don't know. I'm like I'm in like hermit mode right now. You know, truly, I don't go out. I don't club. I don't party. I don't drink. I don't smoke weed for now. You know what I mean? I'm not that. That's my clarification of that statement. But yeah, I just really be at the crib, focused. I really be at the crib, focused on growth and development, and studying and cultivating and growing and just cultivating peace. I think that's what I